First of all, I'd like to say welcome to Unity in our community, Carlos. How are you today?
Hi, Jess. I really appreciate the chance to stay here to share with you my thoughts. I'm really good today.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm enjoying the last few days of summer because it does feel slightly autumnal now. Um, yeah, so welcome to Carlos. Let's talk a bit about yourself and your own individual journey. Um, so, yeah, I'll just give you the floor and you can tell me a little bit about yourself and your story.
Is there anything specific you want me to or you want to know?
How long have you been in the UK?
5 years now. Yes.
5 years. Okay. And how did you come to the UK?
Okay. Because we started our journey as asylum seekers. Now
Mm,
we are refugees. Like any person suffering persecution, you have to find sanctuary.
mm,
So that means we start after suffering a couple of attacks, physical attacks, and being, subject to treatments. So we recognize our life was in danger. So as a family, at this point, we never contemplate, the possibility to leave behind or just to cut ties with the country or even to move away from our home. After all, we got our lives almost totally made because of our age. We are not old, but we got business, we got house, we got everything. That's fine, except no freedom. So by then we had to flee, and we decided to go to Italy because it's one of the few countries not asking for visa to Venezuelans,
okay.
and because many Italian migration came after the World War to Venezuela and now going back to Italy, they kind of some connections. So happened it is during our trip or starting our trip, the people who offered initially help, they turn it down. They say, sorry, we changed our minds. And it was quite late for us because we sold everything. So we was just some money in one hand and the air ticket in the other. So we decided to go too. But in the first stop that happened in Heathrow, so we were so afraid, we were so uncertain. So at some point we decided, if we are gonna make it to Italy, not having support, not knowing nobody, why not to do the same here in this stop and just now, after 10 hours of flight, we want just to stop. Let's claim asylum here. And
Oh,
now,
so you weren't actually
yes,
planning on staying in the UK.
no, we never.
You
Just
made
we
that
decided,
decision in the airport.
yes, in Heathrow, after 1 hour with the
Wow.
family.
Wow.
We, so yeah, essentially it was like, okay, we're gonna take the risk in Italy, and we are exhausted, really tired of traveling.
Mm.
Let's take the chance now here, and we did. And now in hindsight, we are really glad we did that. Now
Why?
knowing what we know about migration, about far right, about theory safe country rules and whatever stuff,
Mm.
really, really, we are really glad we stay here in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us more of the reasons why you're glad you stayed in the UK.
Well, the first one, as if you came here like a person, I used to compare the parachute. You simply landed. You didn't plan. You were not expecting, nothing. So the first thing is you know nothing about legal stuff or what being asylum seeker means or being a refugee. Never crossed your mind.
Mm.
So the first thing what I informed about that and to claim asylum is the Dublin regulations, which means a country can refuse or could potentially refuse your claim, saying, you know what, you took this plane in whatever other country, you should back and claim asylum there because that country was safe for you. So
Okay.
for us, it was like a no chance because the flight we took went straight to Italy. Well, just a stop, a technical stop in UK. So we never meant to be here, but they could use in Italy that argument. That's it. Oh, sorry, you stopped in London. You have to go back and claim asylum
Oh,
there.
yeah.
If we
Okay.
will do so, it would have done so, UK could potentially do the same thing. Oh, sorry, you landed in Italy, and it's like a legal pinpoint. It's like a ping pong, like a tennis table with your life. So now I'm really glad in the first country we landed, we sought asylum.
So what happened next?
Well, next was, let's say, crash course on being a refugee, starting in London for 6 months.
Right.
So it's kind of weird, and I think this part the many things that you and me we can help to change. We came here to this country with just $3,000. So our life fills in a pocket. We sold everything as a bargain because we're just escaping. So, well, in the airport, they say, oh, let's process your claim. That's fine. Back in 2018, that was. Okay, perfect. Follow this line. Okay, let's follow this line. And the doors closed behind us. So we found ourselves 2 a.m. You know, the airport, Heathrow, was totally lonely, desolated. 3 a.m., nothing happens. 4 a.m., what is going on? So they just accepted our claim to process and closed the door, not saying anything.
Wow.
And we have no British bills or coins by then. So the beautiful is of human nature is somebody, he's or was a worker. It's some repairing some works they were doing in that area of Heathrow. They saw us like lost. We were lost, and offered us a fund. Do you have somebody to call? No. even if you are giving me your phone, sorry, I have nobody to call. So we explained in the situation. The guy was really kind. You know, I'm gonna try to find you a bed and breakfast or whatever cheapest place, and he found to us. So the next day, we started trying to find a place where we can meet with other people. So a church, a refugee place, some 2-3 places we meet along 1 month, but we could never really find the way to get legal advice, English support, or ESOL classes or whatever. So at the end, it was quite like, okay, this is going to be the system, how it works. It's not supposedly we are refugees and we need protection. And finally, we got the number of migrant help. So we call migrant help and we say, you know what, this is our situation. Okay, well, we got here your record. What do you want? Help. Help. We don't know what to do now. Oh, our record shows you enter into UK with money. Yeah, $3,000. Month ago, now we got just $1,000 left. Oh, you have to spend the whole money so we can help you. So how works that? So at the end, you understand you have to be, or you are being forced to become homeless, destitution, in order to get some support. But it's a risky thing. It's a really risky thing. How you as a father.
That's scary, yeah.
It's scary how you want to expose your family or yourself to be homeless, just to wait in a queue to say, yes, we deserve to be helped. So this harsh welcoming was the first glimpse of, oh, what is going to come, in this legal long process. And yes, it's how it starts.
And how did you come to Wales?
Well, as a good friend of mine used to say, God bless Home Office for that decision. Not for the others. Not for the others, not for the rest of the story.
No.
So because the dispersal policy Home Office enforces, by then we didn't know nothing about that. When you claim and you need support, finally they decide in favor of your support, you should take it as is. That means the support could come staying in London, but generally it's been pushed out of London. So they just said, okay, we're going to help you. We're going to provide you accommodation. It's going to be in Swansea. Swansea? What is Swansea? Let's Google what Swansea is. So it's the first time I heard about Wales. It was
Yeah,
my first time
yeah,
because, you know, abroad people say England, England, England. No, it's not England. It's Wales, it's England, it's Scotland.
I
You know, it's
know.
not Ireland, but
Yeah,
people generalize it's England.
yeah. Even
So,
people in
okay.
England say that.
Well, yeah, true. It's true. So finally, we got a text and we were sent into a 7-seater to Swansea. Of course, we have to accept the help because we need it. So we left behind some friends during these 6 months we spent in London. We made some friends from Latino community, Spanish speakers, people coming from some Central European countries who helped us a lot, all of them migrants. And many local people was really, really keen to provide us with, you know, coats, raincoats, winter clothes. This is stuff we are not used to. So finally, we make up to Swansea in December. Yes, in December 2018. And well, for us, kind of mixture of feelings, frustration. You know, we assume we are gonna stay in London, so we can continue this new friendship and we can make some way. And to us, but no, this is like a restart. So
Yeah,
coming here, no English. In London, you have not to speak. You slide the car, and that's it for the train, for the buses. But here, the first time we tried to take a bus, where we get on and sorry, so not being used to English. Now I can myself express and I can make me understood, but not by then. I say, no, sorry, this car is just for London. It's not here. Huh? So we have to walk. So we we're able to understand you have to pay in cash or you need to buy, you know, the bus ticket in advance. And we couldn't understand what they're saying about the stops. So we decided to walk. There is no other way. And then later on, we start cycling as a means of
okay.
transportation. But yeah, it was our first shock. Later
Yeah,
was much better, but was a bit hard.
yeah. And then obviously, you said in 2019 you started working with East Ethnic Youth Support Team. What program, what project were you working on?
The first project I was part of was first employment. I started volunteer for 8 months first in the front house
Okay, yeah,
assistant. So quite a challenge because not having any English, not being fluent, and you have to take calls, phone calls, and you have
yeah,
to attend people. So I was not afraid to face the people, but I was totally terrified about my lack of communication skills. So, but they were really keen. I remember Helal, I remember Sophie, and another couple of guys. Take the call. Take, take the call. So a couple of months later, I was totally able to understand and to get, but not able to reply. So
yeah.
every time I took a call, okay, give me a minute. Helal, can you help me, please?
Yeah. But
Okay,
they kind of like, you know, when it's like you get thrown in the deep end completely and it's like you sink or swim kind of thing, isn't it?
and I like it, you know, because I mean, if we now reflecting on, we could fight to stay in London, no needing English, and it's not real improvement, and I can refuse to volunteer in the front house. Again, no English development. So that kind of situations put me on the necessity to have to learn.
Yeah.
Yes, we came here to stay. We came here to progress, to thrive. So there is no other way. English has to be.
Yeah. So you were, there was no choice. Yeah. So you were on the front desk while you were waiting for your refugee status.
Yes.